what is the uptake of social networking within law firms? And according to you, what are the kinds of benefits that law firms can derive from social networking?
It's interesting because lawyers have always gone to each other to bounce ideas off of each other. So back when I started practicing, before there was any technology, lawyers would walk down the hall and talk to the person in the next office just to share ideas. And if you're working out a strategy, it's always nice to talk to someone else and see what the person thinks of it. So lawyers have always shared that kind of information. And then with email, lawyers started, emailing. Has anyone ever encountered this problem? What are your thoughts on it? And they would have conversations through email. So you would think when social networking tools came out, like Link or Skype for Business or Yammer, you would think those would be perfect for lawyers and that they would have picked up on it right away. And what a lot of people in knowledge management and law firms found was it was very disappointing. In fact, there's still been disappointing uptake of social networking tools. I think there's a number of reasons why that's happened. The first is lawyers spend a good deal of their time in email. Almost all communication with clients now occurs through email, less and less over the telephone, barely any hard mail anymore. So they're spending a good amount of their time in email, and that's where they're used to doing all of their communicating. That's problematic for the law firm because that's not a really good way to share knowledge. Email is somewhat locked into whoever has been chosen to be part of that email thread. The other problem with email is it can get disjointed. So you can start a conversation and people can be dropped off of it or added on later. It's not the best vehicle for sharing knowledge. On the other hand, social networking tools are excellent because you can draw many people into the conversation. It's a more public forum. Typically, you have to choose to make it private. And all of that knowledge that's shared can be recorded, and other people can benefit from going and looking at those conversations. So even though it was a disappointing start, I think firms are starting to get some benefit from it. They're starting to get some lawyers interested in it. In my firm, we are now currently experimenting with a new technology that is a social networking tool that ties into our document management system. And we're having a lot of success with that because in addition to email, the other place lawyers spend the rest of their time is their document management system. And so since we've discovered a social networking tool that is built around the other place where lawyers spend a lot of their time, we're finding that they're really picking up on it and liking it because they do like having these conversations in a place where the rest of the firm can benefit from it. So the real benefit to a firm from social networking tools, once you can get the lawyers involved in using them, is that you start to capture those rich conversations that are already occurring, and you can share them throughout the firm and have more lawyers benefiting from those conversations.